Hello everyone, today we are making Bofrot or puff puff, or you can call it puff loaf. These are the ingredients you need: 500 grams of bread flour, you need 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla powder, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of yeast. I add a bit of nutmeg to my Bofrot, so I'm grating nutmeg into my flour first. I love the smell of nutmeg in my dough, and so I cannot do without it. Here I am grating a bit of what I have into my flour. Now I would add my teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of vanilla powder, my sugar, and mix together before I finally add yeast. Now this is the tip. Adding yeast to this mixture without stirring would make the yeast come into direct contact with sugar or salt, which might end up killing its potency. So this is how I go about it. Now I have added my yeast, and then I'll stir together and add my water 1 cup after the other. You will need exactly 2 cups of water, not more and not less. Means this recipe is just as simple as you see it. Now mix everything together until all your dry ingredients are mixed well with your wet ingredients. Now it is time to knead. This is a wet dough, and so you have to knead this way. You knead it by beating towards you, just like the technique you use in beating eggs when you are frying them, so that the texture of the dough move from this into a smooth and glossy texture. Knead, 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 and knead. Now I intend to fry this the next day, and so I transfer my wet batter into a glass bowl, cover it, store in the refrigerator for the next morning breakfast. If you intend to fry it the same day, kindly warm up your water. But if you're doing as I am doing, just cover it up and keep it in the refrigerator overnight. The next morning, I beat it a little bit with my oil on fire, and it's heated up beautifully, very high heat, so that I can start dropping my Bofrot into the oil this way. This is to ensure that I get a rounded Bofrot, and also the fire is on high heat because we want the Bofrot to crust faster and round up our Bofrot for us. So I keep dropping them in at this temperature until I fill my pan. Now once I've dropped them in and the heat is good, they will puff up on the surface of the oil just like this, and then I will lower my heat and for the Bofrot to cook inside. Once my crust has been made, they are looking beautifully, and so I keep turning with a fork or a wooden dowel until they are beautifully cooked, just as you can see. The high heat at the beginning is to ensure that your Bofrot crust on the outside, and the low heat at the end is to ensure that they are cooked perfectly inside. So beautiful. Now I'm going to break one, and then you see how inside is looking so delicious. Beautiful. Now look, so yummy. Thank you for joining me today. Try it and see you next time. Bye.